I think we left a lot out there. The one thing we wanted to be, we talked about it day one of camp, is we wanted to be the most physical team on the floor, and we wanted to be the most selfless team on the floor. I did not think we played selfish basketball whatsoever, but we certainly got out physical in all facets of the game.
Where did you see that imbalance in physicality show up most?
In the turnovers, right? 27 points off of 17 turnovers. That's a difference in the game, especially in 10-minute quarters. So we got to be better with the basketball, right? And we got to be better in the physicality game, right? Especially to the rebounds. We got out rebounded like crazy tonight in both halves.
Why do you think the team wasn't physical enough?
I don't know, but I'll that's on me. I have to do a better job of emphasizing the physicality. I have to do a better job of getting our guys, up for the fight.
What do you think of Tre's debut?
I thought he did well. Again, first time in summer league, right? NBA live action. I thought he did well. All the guys. I thought they played the way we wanted to play, especially like defensively. Like, we forced the shots that we want other teams to take. Unfortunately, they made a lot of those tough contested twos, and we did not defend the three-point line as well as I would have liked us to.
JJ, where did you see the best carryover from Kyshawn from a year ago to tonight's game?
His confidence. I think you saw him, step up on some of the plays and make really big plays. He shot the ball well. We put him in different situations, like in the SOB, like we put him on the post, so you see him kind of, get to his game in the post, get in his bag a little bit, but, his confidence, it's really high, and that's really good to see from him.
What led to Alex playing a little bit better in the second half than he did in the first half?
I don't know. I think the game kind of eased up a little bit for him and for all of our guys. I saw them play a little bit more free in the second half than they did in the first. And like I said, that's on me. I got to make the game free in both halves for them. I got to put them in better situations.
Did you see the level of physicality you wanted to see with Alex?
I didn't see the level of physicality from us as a group, not anybody in particular. Like, I didn't see it from us as a group.
Bub was playing really fast, running the offense. What did you think about his game? It seemed a little bit sometimes too fast. What did you think?
No, I think we want to play fast, and right now, like, it's a little bit different for these guys. They haven't played a live game in 3 months, so they're struggling with. They're trying to do the things that they know that they can do, and certain nights it just doesn't come together. But we want to encourage them to play fast. We want to play fast when we get into the season. So again, that's what summer league's about, right? Make the mistakes, but we want to play fast.
JJ, how do you clean up physicality in practice?
Well, I think it's a little bit more difficult. Like, we're not going to roll the balls out and ask them to go dive on the floor and run into each other. But I think it's just a mindset, a collective mindset. It's not one person, it's a collective mindset, and that starts with me.
Did Tre deal with any nerves he might or might not have been feeling?
Tre doesn't have nerves.
Did you teach him to do the bounce it off 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗘 leg?
That was a very, very heads-up play. I think you guys are just starting to see, like, the tip of the iceberg with Tre. He's a heady player, high basketball IQ. I did not teach him that. I could not take credit for that. That is God-given. That's just Tre Johnson.
I think obviously there's a lot of stuff to work on. I think we showed good flashes of what we've been working on over the past couple of weeks, and the chemistry we have as a young group. So I think it's promising for the future.
For you offensively, the 24 points, you were able to find it inside, outside. Why were you able to do it?
My teammates trust me. I was put in certain type of situations where I knew I had to be aggressive, and teammates trust me with the ball, so I made the right decision.
Have you and Alex been developing better chemistry with the lobs?
Yeah, we've been working on it. Obviously, it's not perfect how we've shown, but I think we're getting better at it for sure.
What from your off-season work do you think showed up the most today?
I think I was better on my legs than usual. More strength, more confident with my dribble and the way I shoot the ball.
When you say confident on your legs, just like moving around on them, you mean?
Yeah, I think I'm moving better, again, more explosive, more stable, better core work. So, yeah.
What's the confidence level, this being your second year in the summer league and with how well you played?
I'm telling myself on the court, I'm pretty confident. As I showed last year, I'm not scared to shoot the ball. So I'm going to make the right decision every time down the floor, and that's never going to change.
You know how tough it is to debut in this format. What were your thoughts about how Tre played?
think he played good. He played aggressive. Played a lot of confidence, which was expected. And I think, yeah, it's just his first game is for sure. He's only going to get better from here.
How did you come into this game compared to last year's first game in the Summer League?
With more confidence, I think with a more knowing what to expect kind of thing, and just being able to, try to lead the team vocally and, by example as well, just to set the standard.
JJ was talking about how he didn't feel like the team played with enough physicality today. Where did you see that lack of physicality show up?
Rebounding. I think that's the biggest stat. I mean, highlight play of the game, they got like 3 offensive rebounds in a row at the end of the second quarter. I think that was the most important part.
How do you improve on that?
Just go get a man. Instead of ball watching, just go hit a man and then go get the ball.
When you're thinking about the different matchups you have in this short stint in the Summer League, what are you looking to make sure that you guys can capitalize on and take back into camp when you guys get back to DC?
I think more so than the matchup is about us. It's about how we get better every single game as a team and how we watch film, study it, and we make sure that we get better every single game, basically.
Trey's little bounce off 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗘𝗧𝗓 leg to get possession. What do you think of that?
Tough, man. You go get a bucket. That's what he do.
I think we played all right as a team, just got to get back. We gave up a lot of easy buckets to let them get going. I feel like we let certain players get going, and they really affected the game. I feel like I did all right for my first performance, could pick it up on the defense end and help rebound.
How do you feel like your game translated to the NBA level?
Just be able to make catch and shoot shots and be able to space the floor still for guys like Kyshawn and Bud, be able to drive and also make plays.
First game in minutes with the Wizards young core. How do you feel like you guys are growing with your chemistry?
I feel like we got good chemistry, especially on the offensive end. Everybody got to be more bought in, or especially like the whole 40 minutes on defense.
How would you describe the play off 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗪's leg?
Say that?
The play you made off of 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗪's leg,
Oh,
how would you describe that? And was it intentional or was it a pass?
Nah, I thought when he had came out and jumped, I thought Will was going to keep going down the paint, so I tried to still throw it to him even when I stopped. And then I saw it just going to his leg, so I just kept running to get the ball.
So it was accidental?
Yeah, it was accidental.
Were you clip farming at all with that?
Nah, I wasn't.
When you look about the next matchup, that Coach JJ Outlaw had mentioned physicality being something you guys need to improve on. How do you guys work on that in the next 48 hours?
Also just making sure we're up there at the point of attack. I feel like we didn't start picking up full court until later on in the game, and that was something we talked about. So I feel like we got to just be there and also doing our principles, what we talk about on defense.
You talk about needing everyone to be bought in for 40 minutes on defense. Where did you see the lack of that buy-in at times?
I just say getting back. I feel like we were jogging back on defense and also just jogging out on offense as well in general.
How did it feel just to play a live game for the first time in how many months?
It felt great. It felt great. I had to sit a few games out with my teammates during practice, so it just felt great being out there.
Trey, I was talking to one of your biggest fans earlier, and they were asking, what's the perfect ratio of peanut butter to jelly for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
I think it's 50-50. It just depends how you smear it.
Is that a cop-out answer?
Nah, I think that's how it's supposed to be. You keep it moist, and then also the structure of the peanut butter.
Speaking of keeping it moist, is cereal a soup?
No, it's not. I feel like if it's a soup, it's good for you. I haven't heard of a soup that's bad for you. I feel like all cereal's not, yeah.
Hey, Trey, what was the biggest adjustment for you out there tonight?
Just picking up 94. I really ain't done that besides when I'm told to, so that's something I got to get better at and get used to.
How do you feel like you did in terms of getting the shots you wanted and then creating your own shot?
I feel like I could have been better, especially picking and choosing when to create shots. I shot a couple of questionable ones, but just still finding it throughout the floor of the game.
What stands out about Kyshawn and the way he played tonight?
Just great. He's a mismatch problem for sure. You got a smaller guy on him, he's going to go around, and he can also still shoot over him. And if you got a bigger guy, he still can go around at the same time and use his size to shoot over him as well. So it's just playing off of that. It'd be great.
I'm going to ask you about one of your first buckets. Get the steal, drive, switch to your left hand, pump fake, throw it off of 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪�𝗀 just you, that's how it's always been for you in high school, just making those creative plays. For you making that kind of play, just talk about that and having that creativity even in your first game and one of your first plays.
I knew Will was trailing, and I was really just thinking about the pull-up three in transition, but his size was different when he jumped, so I thought Will was going to keep going, so I tried to pass it to him, and I saw that he stopped. I tried to change the angle, and it hit his leg. I saw it and just got it and kept going.